Hello and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about title documents. I've titled this video Understanding Title Documents. So, before we get into it, take a moment to like and subscribe to this channel where you'll be getting educated, informed, and talk about everything in between as regards real estate, life, lessons, and all of that. So, thank you in advance for liking and subscribing. Now, let's get into it. Like I said, today we're talking about understanding title documents. This is a very critical title and discussion when it comes to investing in real estate because a lot depends on it. It takes just a bad title for a total loss to be experienced in real estate. So let's go into it. What is a title? A title is in real estate is a document. It is not a thought. It has to be a document that confirms ownership. Okay. So what are some benefits of having proper title on your documents? So the first benefit is that you can use your property as a collateral when you are getting loans from the banks. That is this particular point is one of the unique and exciting things about real estate. With a good title in place on your property, you can confidently approach a bank to borrow funds. The second benefit is that when you have a good title on your property, it's a basis for getting visas where you are asked to state what are some things you have that would confirm that you're coming back to the country. Okay. And one of the things that usually comes in very handy is when you have property, but not just any kind of property, a property with good and verifiable title. Now, the third and most important of them all is the peace of mind you get as an investor when you have a property with good title. So these are just a few benefits of having good titled properties. Before we go ahead, I want to say this. Now, I am not a lawyer, even if I'm wearing black and white. I'm definitely not a lawyer. I'm a realtor here in Lagos. And in the course of being a realtor, I've learned from experience, I've learned from learned professionals in the course of doing due diligence. Some of these things I'm going to share with you. I'm going to be sharing this, but by all means, this is a huge disclaimer. Whatever transaction, especially when it's an investment as serious as real estate, you want to work with professionals. You want to work with a legal professional who will guide you, a quantity surveyor. I mentioned that in the last video, so you might want to go check out that last video. So now let's go ahead. First thing is this: you want to know that not all properties have good title. So what are some titles that exist when it comes to real estate? I'm going to mention 6 of them. First one, I'm going to list out 6 title documents, and then I'm going to break them down. Okay. So the first one is what is called a registered survey. The second one is what is called an excision. The third one is what is called a gazette. Right? The fourth one is what is called, everybody knows this, the COO. And the fifth one is what is called the governance consent. And the sixth is called the court judgment. These are the 6 major documents that come with real estate transactions. Now we're going to go into them. So the first of them is a survey. There are 2 types of survey. I'm sure you may have heard of the red copy and the blue copy survey. Okay, the red copy survey is the registered survey, it is registered at the ministry and acknowledged to have been seen and vetted by them. Now, the survey is a document that shows the boundaries of a piece of property. Okay, it shows that this property you intend to purchase or that is being sold falls within these boundaries. That is major information that a survey communicates. In the real sense of it, it is not necessarily a title document, right? In the real sense of it, a survey document is not necessarily a title document. It is just a piece of document that provides information about the boundaries of your property. Now, why is it not a title document? Because it doesn't provide any compensation if the property gets revoked, for instance. Okay, so that's why it's not really a title document. It's just a document that shows and communicates the boundaries of the property, so that you don't fall into the error of encroaching another man's property in the process of purchasing. I hope this is actually clear. Now, what are some information contained in the survey document? The survey document contains information like the name of the owner, it contains the location of the land, it contains the size, it contains the name of the surveyor who drew up the survey, it contains the dates, and the fact that the land is either free or not free from acquisition. I hope this is clear. Now, let's go to the next document, which is the accession. In 1978, an act that was enacted which made all land in the state belong to the state. However, the government recognized that, okay, there were actually real people who owned this land before. And so they gave the opportunity for those people to approach the government and apply for what is called an accession. So an accession, in other words, is a document of release, an official document of release from the government to the individual or the family, stating that yes, so this portion of the land, this number of hectares, this number of acres of plots have been released back to the family. All right, so that is what the accession basically is in summary. Again, the accession is in the.
It is not a title document in the proper sense. Why? Because it will not provide cover or protection in the event of the unforeseen, like maybe the land getting revoked. It doesn't provide the owner of the land compensation. I hope you got that. So that is what the accession is. With the accession, the landowner or the property owner can go ahead to apply for a C of O. Now let's go to the third document, and the third document is the Gazette. So remember what the accession is. It's an official release to the family or the individual. Now a Gazette is a big book, a big record, right, containing the list of all the accessions that have been granted. That is what the Gazette is. All right, so you can, based on that Gazette, it shows that you have a real title. A Gazette is a valid and a safe title, because in the event of any revocation or things like that, you are covered. It's the owner of the gazetted land is qualified to get compensated by the government. Okay. Now, one thing I want us to understand when it comes to title documents is that even having the highest and best form of title document, which is believed to be the C of O, well, and may not necessarily be, it doesn't stop the fact that that land can be revoked. Okay, but what matters when you have a property with documents, what matters is you want to be sure that you have the right title, so that in the event of the unforeseen, you are protected, you are compensated or reallocated or things like that by the government. Now, I have 3 more title documents to share with you, but I'm going to share that in the second part of this video. For today, we're going to wrap it up here with the Gazette. Okay, now we've talked about 3 title documents in this video. First one was the registered survey, or a survey which can be registered or not, and we established that a survey is not necessarily a title document. It is just a document showing the boundaries of your property. The next one we talked about is the accession, and the accession is not really a title document again, but it's a document showing that the government has released a property or a piece of property, land, to the individual or the family, which then gives them the go ahead to process or to apply for the C of O. Now, the third one we talked about here is the Gazette, and the Gazette is an official book of the government showing all the excised lands, all the lands that have been granted accession. In the next video, I'm going to be going into the second part of the title documents, where we're going to wrap it up. In the meantime, which of these title documents are you familiar with? What has been your perception about title documents? Did you think that registered survey is a real document, or is a real title document, I beg your pardon? Or have you always known that it may not really be? What are your thoughts? Share with me in the comments below and tell me how, if you got value from this video and what's something new you learned. So till I come your way next time, take care, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share this channel with your friends, family, and anyone who will be a real estate investor in the future, or who is already an investor, because knowledge, they say, is power. And it is not just my goal to get you provide you offers. It is also my goal to help you get equipped with the necessary knowledge to help you invest right in real estate. So until next time, take care and bye for now.